mood for a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that say stick up. She picture perfect, so I told him I'm a flick up. Bill, I'm in the mood for a change up. I leave the city and return with my change up.
What's up?
How you doing?
Feeling good.
What are you doing?
Pulling something heavy today.
Oh boy. You're gonna call your own shot today?
Yes.
What do you think?
Things are feeling quite light. If the PR's there, I'm gonna take it.
Oh boy, 7:15.
Maybe.
All right. I like it. Oh, 585. All right. So now you're going 675.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, dude, 765.
65 now.
Well, that's just another plate.
Oh.
That's the idea. Pretty good.
Okay. Once it unsticks from the floor, it feels good.
Is 705 your best?
Yeah.
So 715, 720, 25. I mean, just loading it becomes stupid.
Yeah, probably 20.
All right, here we go. Off Baraki, 720-pound deadlift, 15-pound PR.
Very cool. Come on, Austin. Come on!
Come on. Attaboy. Woo! All right, buddy.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, man. Whew. We're good.
I
How
will
do you
take
feel?
it. 15-pound PR.
Yeah, without slides even.
raw without slides.
Raw, no slides.
Yeah.
Nice job, buddy.
Thanks, man. I'm still like kind of
Yeah.
in a daze.
Deadlift brain. When's the last time you hit a deadlift PR?
About a little over a year ago.
Oh man, 15 pounds in a year though, not bad.
Yeah, at this point, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't complain.
That you just deadlifted 720 pounds, and now your back down sets are at 495.
Yeah.
I'm no mathematician. That seems like about 70%, 65%.
That's about 70%.
Yeah. Wow, maybe I should be a mathematician. Well, so what's the deal though? We just had this little stimulus fatigue convo.
Yeah, so for the past, I don't know, 3-ish months or so, I haven't really pulled anything over an RPE 7. I worked up to, I was doing sets of 5 until the effort required to do 5 started to get a little too high. And then pulled that back a little bit and started doing doubles at a 7 for a top set and back offs in like the 70 to 75% range. And then that kept going up, then transitioned to singles and pulled 689 last week for a single. That was not, it was probably about an 8.5 in terms of like single level effort. And so I had a feeling that a PR was coming soon, but yeah, I've definitely not pushed sets to close to failure, i.e. like a RPE 9 or 10 in months.
But yeah,
things are going well.
If you keep the velocity higher on your working sets, you can still impart a good stimulus with less fatigue, so then you can do more sets, so it's more stimulus.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
Yeah, and I was mentioning how I haven't needed to take a deload or a back off, low stress, whatever you want to call it, kind of week in quite a while.
Yeah.
I think just because the fatigue and stimulus are better kind of distributed, I guess. Yeah,
and you get more cumulative stimulus because you have to take less breaks.
Yeah.
That's the idea anyway.
Yeah.
Caveat emptor, people are different.
May not work as well for you as it did for me, and maybe it works better for you than it worked for me. I don't know.
May not work forever. That's how these things go.
Yeah.
Remember how they played us. They wanna knock me down, but somehow I just stay up.
called a Mauser block.
A what?
A Mauser block.
How do you
Guy's name, I think, is Paul.
Okay.
Paul Mauser. He's a strongman who makes this stuff, but this is his piece of equipment.
What do you do with it?
It's a loadable block press or carry.
So you can put weight in there?
Yeah, you can take these off and put weight in there. I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm not gonna change the weight, but I just wanted to press it. It's pretty fun.
Did you press it already?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you want to see?
I do, yeah. Dude. All right. That is very impressive. Alan Thrall, Husafeld-Stone.
One more.
Oh, let's go. Somebody please admire my ninja steps. Come on, Alan. Come on, Alan. Come on, Alan. You got it, buddy. You got it, buddy. Good job.
How's my form?
That was great. Look good. That's a very good low bar Husafeld-Stone carry. What RPE you rate that?
Man, in terms of trips, that was RP10. I couldn't have gone back down.
Yeah, all right. I heard that you had a little interesting experience at the airport.
Yes.
What happened?
Yeah, so I'm checking in, and I check my bags with my Untamed Strength business debit card, and the lady is pointing to the card, and she says, "Is this?" She's pointing to Untamed Strength. She says, "Is this your business? Do you work with animals or mental health patients?" And I just paused and thought, is she trolling me right now?
Maybe she knows powerlifters.
I said, well, yeah. So I thought in my head, yeah, I guess kind of both, but. I said, no, it's the name of a gym that I own. She said, oh, I see. I saw the Untamed and I was trying to put it together. So she doesn't see the name. I see it, but anyways.
It only, to me, they go, oh, barbell medicine. The only bad thing, like when I go get coffee and they see that they take my name from my card, and they're like, is a coffee ready for barbell? And it's like, come on, guys. It's not my name.
Mr. Medicine?
Mr. Medicine, excuse me. It's Dr. Medicine, yeah.
I've been sliding, shaking, moving. I've been popping in my city. Shawty say she love the way we do it.
Hey, I'm CASSI NIEMANN. I'm a You Can Row To Master Rowing Instructor, and I know you guys are probably already using the rowing machine for your conditioning. So what I'm gonna do is give you a few tips to make it a little bit more effective and probably make you feel a little bit better on the machine as you do that. Number one, we're gonna look at the damper. I'm gonna tell you how to set that thing. Number two, where are your feet gonna go? Number three, how are you gonna sit on the seat? And number four, we're gonna talk just a little bit about the order of operations and the way that the stroke works best. Number one, I want you to take a look at the damper. So when you come to sit down on the machine, you need to make sure it's set for you. And one of those things is making sure this damper is set in the place where you want it to be set. This is not the resistance. When it's on a 1, that doesn't mean it's gonna be the easiest. When it's on a 10, that doesn't mean it's gonna be the hardest. This is a variable resistance machine, which means the resistance it gives you is based on the work you put into the machine. This just represents the drag. So it's pulling in air. When it's at a 1, it's not pulling in any air. When it's at a 10, it's pulling in a bunch of air. I would suggest most people start with it between a 3 and a 5. That's a good place to start, but definitely play around with it. But also definitely just look at it before you start. Throwing it up at a 10 doesn't mean you're gonna get the most out of your workout. Number two, where are you gonna put your feet? First of all, don't row in your lifting shoes. Put on some regular old tennis shoes, it doesn't matter. Just nothing with that lift in the heel and the super rigid sole. So when you put your feet in the straps, you're gonna put it so that the strap is over the widest part of your foot. Then you're gonna pull those straps nice and tight. So that strap's gonna sit over like the bottom of your shoelaces, where the widest part of your foot is. And that's gonna put your foot in the best position so that you can pick your heels up. Doesn't mean you need to, but you can. And it's gonna put you in the best position to mechanically apply force as you do each stroke. Number 3, how to sit on the seat. Seems really simple, but there's actually a few things you can do that might make your whole stroke way better just by adjusting how you sit on the seat. What I like to do is go ahead and straighten out your legs and reach over and try and touch your feet. It can be a nice stretch when you first sit on the machine, but also it's just kind of a nice segue into picking your butt cheeks up. So you're gonna actually pick your butt cheeks up to kind of rotate your pelvis into a more neutral position. So instead of sitting on the seat like this, I'm going to adjust so everything rotates forward. This is gonna put me in a much better position to hinge from my hips and get more out of every stroke. When it comes to rowing, what we're trying to do is push through our legs and hang on this handle to produce force to make the machine move, right? Make that flywheel inside push the air. So starting up in that catch position, which is this front position, we're looking for a shins vertical with the shoulders in front of the hips, arms nice and long, shoulders down, chin up, neck nice and long. From this position, think of using your biggest movers, using your legs. You're gonna drive with the legs, then swing the body open, then pull the arms in. So it's really simple mantra. Arms come away, body comes over, legs bend. So it's a legs, body, arms, arms, body, legs. A lot of people like to skip that body swing right here, and they don't end up in this body over position up at the front, at the catch. And so then they end up missing a lot of power from the legs as they drive it back. So as you get started rowing, once you're in that perfect position, your feet are in the right place and the damper's in the right place, then you just break it down and you row a little slower, just for a little while, all right? And you get that legs, body, arms, arms, body, legs. And that's gonna get you a much stronger stroke, because when you're in this position, you can push through your legs and transfer that force from the legs through your body into your arms, into the machine, all right? So legs, body, arms, body, legs, thinking about using the legs to drive to get the most out of your stroke. And hopefully, you'll have a much better time in your conditioning. Good luck.
I'm in the mood for a switch up. I hit the function.
Hey, Dad.
What's up?
How you doing, man?
Doing okay?
You ready to do this thing?
Well, I think we're gonna be a little rusty, but we'll make it work.
I'm more optimistic. I think we're gonna be fresh. Yeah. So this is the difference.
We've had a 6-month deload.
Deload, yeah. Thought about it, let it marinate. Had to probably explain the same things, you know, a dozen times differently.
Yeah.
It's great.
We'll be all right.
Are you more excited about doing this seminar than your 720 pull yesterday? You don't have to be.
I don't think so.
No.
There are going to be diminishing returns at the high end of how much activity you're doing. But if we can get some initial buy-in with a low amount, that's fine. We'll start there, and then we'll see if we can nudge things in the right direction by continuing to work through that behavior change cycle. What's keeping you from adding another day of activity? What's keeping you from doing an additional session of aerobic activity, right? What are the pros and cons at play here? Is it because you work 3 jobs and you have 5 kids and, you know, you have real significant barriers to actually doing this? Or is it just that you haven't found an activity that you enjoy enough to do that much yet? So not only is there no minimum threshold for benefit, any amount is better than none, but we see what is called a dose-response relationship. What that means is the higher the dose, the higher the response you get with respect to training volume and health-related benefits. Our pre-existing ideas about pain and how it works, right? So if you are still stuck in the old school interpretation of what pain means, where pain always means tissue damage, right? That's going to be more counterproductive to you. You're not going to be able to function as well, because anytime you experience any symptom, you're going to be like, oh, that means something bad's happened, right? So your pre-existing understanding can be problematic here, and that's one of the avenues that we target when we're working with clients and patients. We try to provide a lot of this education in a way as to reframe their ideas, their beliefs, and their understanding about pain and what it means and what they can do about it. putting them in charge of the situation, building up that self-efficacy that they can actually self-manage this. For example, we talk about exercise technique. We try not to talk about it in a way that unnecessarily makes exercise threatening. In other words, we don't say, you must move this one perfect way, otherwise you will develop pain. That is unhelpful. Not only is it unhelpful, it's potentially harmful. If people begin assigning threat value to exercise, because you can't control how much threat they assign to it. Right? This is where deadlifts are bad for the back, squats are bad for the knees, comes from. Not only do people come to believe those, but they come to believe that they're so dangerous and so threatening that the risk of doing those outweighs the potential health benefits of doing those things, which is not the case, right? So we want to tilt the scales back again so people can say the benefits of doing these exercises far outweigh the risks. In many situations, regardless of the fine, minute details of how I'm moving, whether my knees are an inch forward or an inch back, whether my back is a centimeter flexed or a centimeter extended, particularly if the loads that you're using are reasonable for the person.